good, y'all? It's the Looney Vibe Cleo, and today, I want to come through about how to protect your imagination. God damn it! And this is gonna be some astrology shit. So if you don't understand, then it's okay. It's fine. But if you do watch this and you don't know astrology, goddammit, you can go to Astro Charts and get your free birth chart. Goddammit, come back to the same channel and you can see what you need to protect your goddamn imagination in one of your houses. Because trust me, if you listen to this and you're not into astrology and you just think this shit cool and this shit da 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 da, if I run this shit down, you'll be like, oh, okay, and it'll resonate. So boom, I want to get into this to make this quicker show. So we got first house. So when you got Pisces in the first house, the main thing that you need to do is protect yourself in the house of what you're personally interested in and what wakes you up out the bed in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because you might allow somebody in your personal business, being a Pisces ascendant, and you can pick up somebody's personal moves very well, right? But a lot of times, those spiritual natures, you can get swept up by another person's personal natures and personal spiritual natures, and therefore, you'll probably get washed up under the current. So make sure that you're not letting every single person know what you personally invested into being a Pisces ascendant, because it's always some dreamy and illusion type shit, and another person could put you in a dream and an illusion type shit. So just so y'all know, Pisces, that's receiving experiences, right? There's also dreams, imaginations, creativity, illusions, right? Co-ruler Neptune, but factual, Jupiter is the planet. Co-ruler Neptune. Just so we knock that out the way, so every spirit in the body that click on my channel know. Alright, so like I said, be careful that you don't let everybody know what you're personally into, because you already have a very giddy imagination, so you already see people personally in that manner. So when you see somebody, you already kind of put them on a higher pedestal if you actually fuck with them. So be careful that you're not letting everybody be in your personal business and know what you're personally interested in and what you're into. Because 9 times out of 10, spirits who want to take advantage of you, which is horrible to be in a personal illusion. But spirits and bodies who want to take advantage of you, they already know how, they can kind of pinpoint how to put a wool over your eyes. So you have to make sure that whatever wakes you up out of bed that morning, you don't let people know that. You don't let people know your spiritual systems and the things that you do on a daily basis to make sure that you personally okay. Boom. Second house. Protect how much you value others, because you might let a motherfucker know that you value them more than you value your goddamn self, and that person might end up taking advantage of you, and you might not know why. And be careful that you not attach your spiritual systems to what the fuck is down here, because you might get a new car and say that it's from God. As soon as that motherfucker get fucked up, you'll say that it's from Satan. So please don't go there. Don't attach spiritual systems to what you get in the physical realm, because everything in the physical realm is temporary. So a lot of the times Pisces ascendants, not a Pisces ascendant, Pisces in the second house, y'all already value creativity and illusion and spirituality. So people can see that you value these things, and then they'll try to use these things against you. So make sure that you're not valuing a person too much to the point where they feel like they can sweep into your life by shit, making you a song, making you a poem, making you all of these things, and by default you an Aquarius ascendant, so you already a unique individual, and you hate feeling stupid. You don't like when motherfuckers put a wool over your eyes, because you always seeing above a situation. You already detached. So how you even get away from this world is valuing spiritual shit. You know what I'm saying? So be careful that the people that you have around you and the people that you value aren't taking your how you value them as a weakness. Alright? So Pisces in the motherfucking third house. Protect what the fuck you communicate about. Because you already got people in your surroundings that's already in illusions. And you already see illusions in the third house. You see things that you're familiar with. And you already look at these things as something spiritual. But make sure that you're not placing too much of a spiritual giddy about these things. Because once these things go, where did that spiritual system come from? Did it actually come from the spirit? Or did it come from somewhere else? Make sure you're not communicating the spiritual systems that you have to friends that might be out to get your ass. Because automatically Pisces rules hidden enemies. So you don't want to make a motherfucking hidden enemy that was your friend just because you might be communicating about another person's life in some sort of way. So you don't want to really indulge in all of those waters. So make sure that as a motherfucking Capricorn ascendant, Capricorn ascended, you're not doing that, because you already want to be personally responsible for something, but it's not a want or a need, but you already feel like you're responsible for something personally. So with that Pisces in the third house, you might go everywhere and express everybody's shit to everybody, but you might not even think that that's what you're doing. So you gotta chill out. But in order to protect yourself, make sure that you're not making hidden enemies that once was friends, once was familiar to you, because these things come right back around and punch you in the ass. Because trust me, with this here, you're going to communicate some of your dreams and creativities and illusions. And everybody that know you going to know that you're familiar with these things, and they're going to use it against you. So be very careful. Fourth house. Which fourth house is your siblings, your family, your roots, shit like that. This is home, this is mother, this is your emotions. Boom. Because I didn't break down none of the houses. But if you know astrology, you should know astrology by now. If you don't, I don't know. Anyway, fourth house. Protect how much dreams you tell to your family and motherfucking siblings, right? Because these same people can put a wool over your eyes, and you already want to keep these things private as it is. You already want to keep your dreams and illusions private. A lot of people might not know that you an illusory person, right? With the emotions. But you might not ever know what your family think or feel about you, because of how many things you already see these individuals as people that you can receive experiences from. And you even the spiritual system, even in the home by default, because you a Sagittarius rising. So you already push out personal experiences. You already have personal knowledge and personal expansion. You know what I mean? So with that fourth house being in Pisces, you come off already loony and in your own world when it comes to your emotions. A lot of people might not even know where your emotions coming from. But in order to protect these things, a lot of people that put you into illusions, and creative ones at that, is your family. So make sure that your family is not motherfucking stealing shit from you and then trying to make up excuses and cut that all the way off. Especially if you got an apartment with a motherfucker that you married to or something, this person might always be trying to wrap your emotions around an illusion just so they can get what they want. So make sure that you, as a motherfucker Sag rising, ain't falling into those pits, because that's fried. Alright? Boom. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, motherfucking fifth house. So protect your creativity. God damn it. Protect your creativity, because a person can see what you creatively into already, and they can see how much you express these things, and then turn around and use these same things for their benefit. Or a person can use your gifts and your illusionistic ways. That's probably not even a word, but who gives a fuck? But your illusionistic ways and what you express and what you communicate about, because right off the bat, your romantic partners, you already romanticize and fantasize and go all off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? with these things. So all of these things, all of the things that you express, you might manifest a hater just because you know how to express yourself in a creative way. So make sure that you're not expressing too much of your creativity, right? Because like I said, a person, you can manifest a hidden enemy or somebody that really want to do what you do, and they might just try to be around you to get tips and tricks or make you follow their spiritual systems because you already have a spiritual system set up. You expressing and doing these dramatic things how you do them, they are already how they are. Because that's how you get away from the world when you do your creative endeavors. Because by default, you a Scorpio ascendant. So you are already in the depths of the waters trying to swim out and shit. And the only way you can is when you express another type of water. So, anyway. But, yeah. So, a person may just express shit, and by you just being a Scorpio ascendant, you need to release your waters into other waters. So that'll be like a stream going into another stream or some shit. So you expressing this Piscean nature, people looking at that like, oh, but you personally doing this for your own reasons. You already have your own reasons of why you made this painting, why you made this poem, why you did this, why you did that. So you can't express too much around people or give people too many meanings and reasonings and spirituality and faith from you about why you expressing what you expressing, because a person can use these same things against you. Now, 6th house. Pisces don't really like to be here, but it is what it is. 6th house is motherfucking patterns, schedule, what you put on a day-to-day basis. God damn it, it's almost like your spiral. So, Pisces in the 6th house, this is, be careful, you're not putting other people's spiritual path and routine before you do it. So a lot of the times you might get swept up under the current by just, you might get swept up under the current like this, because with 6th house it's kind of tricky, but it's kind of not. You already pick out the details of your actual spiritual systems, so it's kind of like you can become your own worst enemy. So try not to do that. But by default, you can start to put other people's spiritual systems in place in a routine and pattern, or you might start to do things that really ain't for you and in your nature, and then somebody might say, ooh, look what you doing on a routine and pattern, and they might like it, so then they might start to do it. Or you might be the type of person that always does something creative on your free time, and that might be how you escape the world. You even having tedious ass work to do, or analytical work to do, or taking some shit apart, that might actually be how you get away from the world. So you gotta make sure and be careful that people ain't making you work on their shit, and then you manifest not getting anything for your actual work. Real shit. Cause then it'll be so fucked up to the point where you'll never see your dreams manifest. So in order for your dreams to manifest, you always got to make sure that you own your own routine and pattern. You own your own spiritual system and pattern, and you ain't doing things because Lil Daniel said it, and Lil Mario said it, and Lil Katasha on the side, and all of these motherfuckers is telling you, oh, you know, this da 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 boo boo boo, and we can creatively get into this, we can creatively get into that, but no. Because by default, you a Libra ascendant, goddammit. So you already think that there's rules and levels to this shit. You already think that something in the world is going to help you spiritually get protected. And that's not how spiritual protection goes. So always remember that. Always remember that. But this is where you can channel your spirit. And you can do something on a routine and pattern that can shake up the world, and everybody will be wanting to do that. But you got to sit there and do it for you first. Because a motherfucker straight get you off your path. Straight get you off everything that you was putting your motherfucking time into. A motherfucker just straight take you off that shit. Alright, 7th house. Pisces in the 7th house. So the 7th house is harmony and balance and relationships and appreciating and valuing shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the motherfucking masculine side of Venus, goddammit. So this is pushing off love, goddammit. Boom! So when you got Pisces in the goddamn 7th house, this is don't expect, wait, hold on, cause my motherfucking shit, hold on, cause I can't read my goddamn handwriting. I made a little outline and shit, hold on. Okay, here we go. Don't expect or be too imaginative with your partners, cause it could lead to being taken advantage of. So a lot of the times, a lot of the people that you want to get into a relationship with, are the people that you value and the people that you communicate with and try to go on a one-on-one with. These people, they already look like something spiritual. So you might get your spiritual systems from somebody else, but you might have a hard time finding your spiritual systems for yourself, being a Virgo rising, because you always being so analytical and looking at how you can fix a person. But a person, to you, fixing a person comes from a spiritual place. So you got to make sure that you're not fixing people because you think that it's coming from a spiritual place and that's how you got to do it. No, because by default, with a Virgo rising, goddamn it, a person will use you in a motherfucking second to personally get their life together. So please don't think that. Please don't think that, because you already got an illusion of how you like these things or love these things. You know what I'm saying? You might be so swept off your feet because you got a person of your dreams in your life, and that might be a hidden enemy. The person, the partnership or the relationship that you have. So be very, very careful. 8th house. 8th house is occult mysticism, the things that you can't see, internal battles. God damn it, the nighttime of Mars. You feel what I'm saying? Intimacy, all of that. So with Pisces being in the 8th house, this is go to your dreams and kill your desires. You can be your own worst enemy. So a lot of the times, yo imaginations come from deep, dark places. And the moment that you let another spirit in another body that you intimately connected with, as soon as you let them know, they might not act like they know you no more, cause it's that deep. So to you, opening up these parts of yourself would be like an internal war, because you don't know if you should or shouldn't. So don't become your worst enemy, and don't get wrapped up and pulled in and sucked in to another person's solar system and their 8th house and whatever that 8th house is, and then you start to jump into their energies, and then you might get so swept up and wool over the eyes that you might just look at this person and the things that they have going on internally within themselves, and then you want to take on all of that baggage yourself. So don't do that, because that's not protecting your spiritual natures. It's not protecting your spiritual natures. If you have a desire that hasn't manifested anything good in your life, you need to kill that desire. Make up a whole new way of thinking and feeling about that desire, because it's an internal battle. It's internal. It's almost like your imaginations of yourself start to push out on other people, and you don't know where it's coming from, and neither do them and the people that you intimately connected to. But all they see is you throwing these imaginations on them of what they could do, and they ain't did shit. By default, you a Leo rising. By default. So people already can see with that sun. People can already see if you personally going through shit, and you might not give a fuck. For real, you might not give a fuck with that Aquarius in the 7th house. You might not care, because you already say, well, shit, I'm an individual even when I relate to motherfuckers. So you might just put motherfuckers in loops your whole life, and hey, it is what it is. Alright. Also, don't express too many deep dark secrets to people, because these can be used against you too. So, alright. Alright, we got the 9th. So, this is be careful of what you're being experienced to, or what other spiritual systems are. So, make sure that you're not clean your imagination to too many spiritual systems. There's too many religious systems or stuff and shit. Find your own spiritual path, your own spiritual way, and be careful what other people are trying to make you experience, because 9 times out of 10 is they shit. And they just want you to dive your head into it because they feel like you the easiest person around to do that. By default, you a Cancer ascendant because they already look at you like you care about a whole bunch of shit personally. So they already want you to experience some shit that they want you to experience. You want them to experience some shit that you want to experience, because when it comes to your experiences, you always receive experiences. So people always trying to give you experiences and preach to you. You might preach to other people and teach other people how to do things. My fault, excuse me. You might teach other people how to do things, and then these individuals will learn from you, and then these individuals will be like, damn, I didn't even know that I could learn from that person. But you have to be careful though, because a lot of people that teach you or think that they preaching, they could be preaching some false shit and then have you in an illusion your whole life because you personally care about them, and they can see that, so they'll take advantage of that. So you be careful as a Cancer rising. Pisces in the 10th house. So 10th house, automatically, I should have just broke down all of these houses. But the thing of it is, like I said, y'all, it's 2020. Okay, Saturn is in Aquarius. Y'all should know your birth chart. Like, that's the most otherworldly thing that you can have right now by your side. Is your birth chart. Anyway, 10th, the 10th house. Pisces in the 10th house. Protect your spiritual systems and creativity from work, or attract the spiritual systems, attaching spiritual systems to work. So don't be attaching your spiritual systems and your creativity and illusions. But a lot of the times when you do that, you do manifest what you want in your work life. But you just have to be careful of your state of being. Your state of being is key. If your state of being ain't right, you're going to manifest a whole bunch of dumb shit. And a lot of people in your work, they're going to be putting the wool over your eyes, and you're not going to be understanding why. And then it's going to make you feel like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Like, you're going to be confused. You're going to be like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Like, what happened? By default. So, you just got to make sure that people aren't putting you into an illusion or make you do work that you don't need to do because they think you dumb or something. No. And don't let every motherfucker in your workplace be your goddamn friend either. Because you came to work to make money, not friends. Remember that. Because with that Pisces there, you might feel like you have to create a situation where you can adapt to people's emotions. But sometimes you just can't adapt. You got to stop being a chameleon. Sometimes you can't adapt in the workplace. Sometimes you got to let motherfuckers know that, no, I'm here because I need money. Sometimes you just gotta let people know, I ain't really down to have an emotional connection with you right now. Sometimes you gotta let people know, I see you. I see that you're trying to put a wool over my eyes. I see that. So you as a spirit, you got to let other spirits know in bodies that you see them and they see you when you in the workforce. And that people ain't trying to because people have you doing all the creative projects at your job. And you might be like, well, damn, I mean, yeah, I know how to do all these creative things, but I still need help. Like, so make sure that you're not attaching spiritual systems to work and shit, and your creativity to work, and always wanting to go to work because that's how you escape, and you already want to be recognized for something otherworldly and spirit-like and creative-like, and that might drive you off a cliff. You might not ever find your actual spiritual system because you keep wanting to be known for these things. But the less you give a fuck about being known for these things, the more you'll manifest being known. Alright, Pisces in the motherfucking 11th house. Your 11th house is how you want to be seen and conduct yourself in the public arena. This is large groups. God damn it, this is your friends and your associates, and this is even being guilty by association. Okay, so Pisces in the motherfucking 11th house. This is be careful and protect your spiritual systems and imaginations from associates. So don't let everybody know what you're creatively into just because you want to network, just because you want to fly off into the hen's nest and see what hens do, and then come back and tell all the fishes in the sea what happened. No, you do not, because this the same energy. You might find a friend. You might connect with a friend, an old friend or a new friend, God damn it. And in time might just manifest into y'all just slowly but surely, just y'all just leave each other. And then that might just hurt your heart, and people might not know that, or you might have hidden enemies in this place, or your associates being guilty by association, but you might not know how. Look, I'm gonna give you an example because this is some shit that happened to me, right? This girl got on Kick. This was back in the day. Yeah, I know, Kick. Back in the day. I'm only 19, but I got a lot of wisdom. All right. Back in the day, right? So, somebody created or did a Kick and cussed out somebody else. I had no knowledge of this. And then the next day, everybody started asking me, you got a problem with so-and-so? You got a problem with so-and-so? I say, I don't even know what problem y'all talking about. This is like a problem out the bag. So I'm looking all around me like, what did I do? That's the example. People that already know that you're mutable and you adapt to other people's ways of feeling, your associates and the things that you associated with, the people that you networking with, your friends, these same motherfuckers, they'll try to do some crazy shit or put a wool over your eyes, just like that example that I just said. Because the two bitches that was coming up talking that shit, I don't even know what the fuck they was talking about. But that was just an example. But that's what could happen or lead up to. You'll be in some shit far, far away. Like for instance, you'll be far, far away in your own world. And I'm talking about in your own mind. You'll be far, far away. You ain't did shit all day. You don't know what nobody talking about. And all of a sudden, people coming up to you asking you certain things. Now, you might not, if you're not spiritually inclined, you wouldn't even see a problem with that. Because right off the bat, when motherfuckers think that you up to something, or think that you want to fight them, or think that you got something against them, motherfuckers that you don't even know come up to you and ask you, do you got problems? Nah, motherfucker. So, be careful that you're not attaching your spiritual systems to your associates and how much you know motherfuckers and all of this different stuff. But you could go out and put your creativity and your illusions and your imaginations online and see don't everybody respond and react to that shit. So be very careful. Be very careful of who you let in your goddamn circle, because a lot of these people, a lot of the experiences that you receive from these people be just because you was moving in their vibration. And you was moving in their emotions, and their emotions was chaotic, and you couldn't really decipher your own emotions from the crowd emotions. So, and also with Pisces in the 11th house, don't be so goddamn detached, okay? Because that's another bad thing. Your imagination is already detached from the world, but when you go to have an actual relationship, oh no, that won't work. That you gonna have to. I'm not saying be attached to love. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, when you can't ride the wave, because there's no fit way for your imagination with the Pisces in the 11th house. There's no fit. Nothing fits. You always gonna have an imagination that motherfuckers think is innovative and creative, but it's like there's no fit for it. It's almost like you gotta make your own box and your own shit from scratch. And that might make you a little bit irritated, but it'll make you a lot more innovative than a lot more other motherfuckers. Alright. 12th house of Pisces. Don't become a dream and get shot down. So off rip, you are Aries ascendant, so you are already in that I am spirit. You think you are already what you personally into, and a lot of things that you personally into is your motherfucking dreams. You're trying to make your dreams manifest, goddammit. So it's like, don't become an illusion. That's the last thing you want to become. You want to become some shit that you can actually manifest in the real world. As soon as that shit don't manifest, you back inside yourself. No. Don't let people know what spiritual systems you got, because people can already see that with you being an Aries ascendant, because you live these things out in real time. But the only thing that can cause a problem here is because since you already think you are these things, if you is in an illusion, people gonna put you in that same illusion. People might not even have to really put you in illusion. You might put yourself in the illusion and make that shit, and you might be so comfortable with doing that to the point where you can't get out of that. People trying to tell you, no, that dream don't work, that dream don't work, and you keep trying to make that dream work, and then 50 years pass and you don't have anything for yourself. So make sure that you take advice, but not to the point where motherfuckers is trying to get something out of you or something, or they want, just because they want, like, for instance, this is the placement where people can use your spirit for their spiritual life or something. They can, like, the things that you might come up with a great ass creative idea, and somebody might actually steal it. Real shit. And since you think you are your dreams, you are what you personally put yourself into, you might take that personally. So make sure that you don't become an actual illusion, because you can be your own worst enemy at times too. Because with that Aries ascendant, you already been in the astral world. You already done been where a lot of motherfuckers been as far as space go. You already spiritually been a lot of places. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, but just make sure that you ain't your own worst enemy, and that you don't become a dream or an illusion that other people can get lost in. And the minute that you don't want to do that illusion no more, or do that dream no more, you just manifested 20 or 30 friends that wanted to do that same thing. And the fact that you ain't getting nothing out of it, and they ain't getting nothing out of it, they gonna blame you. And that's how Aries ascendant manifest blood on their hands. But anyway, that was Pisces through the motherfucking 12 houses. Protect y'all motherfucking imaginations and y'all spiritual systems and y'all faith, because everybody has motherfucking faith. People put faith in what they want to be seen as. People put faith in their associates. People put faith in their personal interests. People become their personal interests. Listen, you gotta make sure that you ain't being used for who you are. Make sure your space ain't being used by other people's spaces, because your space will get used for what the fuck other spirits got on their mind. So make sure that you know where your Pisces is in the chart. And boom, this the Looney Vibe, this Cleo, and boom, I see y'all.